Welcome back to the another concept in photosynthesis. In photosynthesis, we have taken the enough basics, and when photosynthesis undergone the two reactions, one is light reaction and dark reaction, 50% of the photosynthesis, that is light reaction, has been completed, right? So photosynthesis is there is no doubt that it depends upon the light, but it is providing ATP and NADPH2 due to the light. But after that, how many reactions are carried out is the concept today. Means, if entire this thing is chloroplast, of course chloroplast is a double membrane cell organelle. Inside that, this aqueous matrix is present, that is called stroma, isn't it? What is the stroma? Stroma is aqueous matrix substances present inside the chloroplast. Inside the matrix, as of you know from your previous classes, this is grana, in that every thylakoid is double membrane. So, very last class we had discussed chemi-osmotic hypothesis, in that by the F1, F0 particles, ATP is synthesized, and in non-cyclic photophosphorylation, NADPH2 is synthesized. Means, light reaction provides ATP and NADPH2 inside the stroma. The main difference between light reaction and dark reaction is light reaction completely depends upon the light, whether that is 680 nm or 700 nm, no matter, it depends upon light. Without light, all those reactions cannot be placed, even in the cyclic or non-cyclic, means on the thylakoid membrane or lamella. But dark reaction doesn't require light. So many students imagine themselves that light reaction means it happens in the daytime where sunlight is available. Dark reaction means when lights off, nothing but light fail, sunlight fail in the evening or night, it takes place in the plants. That is wrong idea. Every light reaction is followed by one dark reaction. Dark reaction mean it doesn't require light. Dark reaction doesn't mean it happens in the night time or dark time. So, dark reaction is the following light reaction. Why? Because dark reaction, inside the dark reaction, carbon is fixing. Photosynthesis require light. Okay? Photosynthesis require carbon dioxide. Plants require carbon dioxide for photosynthesis. And water is required. And chlorophyll or chloroplast pigments are required. So, about light we had discussed. The importance of water we had discussed. All these are takes place in the chloroplast, right? But we didn't have any introduction about the role of carbon dioxide in the photosynthesis. Why? It was not a requirement or a part in the series of non-cyclic or cyclic photophosphorylation. Then where does carbon is involved? That is in stroma. In stroma, carbon will be fixed by the help of ATPs and NADPH2s and provide glucose. Simply water plus carbon dioxide plus light, nothing but this water and light are light reaction. This carbon is fixing in dark reaction. So light reaction and dark reaction together is called photosynthesis. For fixing of dark reaction, ATP and NADPH2s are damn required. I repeat, carbon fixation, dark reaction is also called carbon fixation. Why it is called carbon fixation? In this phase only, carbon is fixing and forms a product is called glucose. Glucose is carbon dioxide, glucose is carbohydrate and glucose is carbohydrate, mainly that is 6 carbon component. Now, how does in the stroma, by the help of ATP and NADPH2, carbon will be fixed and form glucose? Is the story now. No need to confuse. In dark reaction, what will happen? Carbon will be fixed. Where is that carbon? What is the source of carbon for photosynthesis? Carbon dioxide. In carbon dioxide, there was a carbon. How it will be fixed into glucose is the concept. Understand? So, in the stroma, this dark cycle helps to fix the carbon from carbon dioxide into glucose. What is the formula of glucose? C6H12O6. So, in that, these 6 carbons are coming from all these 6 cycles. If you take carbon dioxide, ratio is 1. 6 cycles required. If carbon dioxide ratio is 6, 1 cycle is enough. In that one process, 1 carbon dioxide comes out. But 6 carbon directly will not come. 3 carbon, triose is minimum. In the biomolecules you already learned. Triose, tetrose, pentose, hexose will be there. Single, there is no 1 carbon component. That's why we cannot take that. Understand? So this is what all the changes takes place in the dark reaction to form glucose molecule. We have to continue this part in the another session. That is how this carbon cycle is providing glucose molecule and how many ATPs are required, how many NADH2s are required, everything we will learn. Until that, we have to practice all these series of reactions in the process of 3 phenomenons: carboxylation, what happened, reduction, what happened, regeneration, what happened. You just learn all the names and their carbon compounds, their molecules. This is very important part. I already said in the earlier, that is, each chemical has how many molecules, each chemical has how many carbon components, how many phosphates are there in the structure, what type of ratio if we take to get the glucose molecules, how many carbons will form if we take 1 carbon or 2 carbon or 3 or 6. On that you have to use your skills to get the concept. Don't fix your mind only for the 3. You just play with the 2. In the textbook they have given 2 ATPs. 2 ATPs they have given means how many carbon dioxide we have to take here? 2. Sorry, here 1. 1 carbon takes, here 2. 3 carbons takes, here 6. So, in this session you learn only the cycle. The next session we will play some game along with the number of ATPs, number of NADH2s required for the dark cycle and what happens in the dark cycle conclusion. All the best. Attend assignment clearly. Thank you. First of all, you have to imagine entire this board is stroma. Clear? There is no need to mention about thylakoids or lamella and all. Why? That part was because that part was already happened. Their requirements are there in the light reaction. Even in the non-cyclic or cyclic, that was happened. But now the site of the class or concept or carbon fixation or dark reaction is stroma. So that you have to imagine entire this board is stroma. When in the stroma, carbon dioxide enters. How does carbon dioxide enter? Where does this carbon will be picked up? From the atmosphere. Through the stomata. In the plant anatomy structure, if you see, lower epidermis consists of some holes or gap-like structures called stomata from the plant's respect. So carbon dioxide comes and oxygen goes over there in the photosynthesis, not in respiration. So that when carbon dioxide comes through stomata into the mesophyll, right? Mesophyll. So dark reaction takes place in mesophyll. Mesophyll consists of chloroplast. Chloroplast consists of stroma, right? So when carbon dioxide comes, there was in the mesophyll cells, in the mesophyll cell, chloroplast is a part, and also in mesophyll there was an enzyme, there was a chemical component called RUBP, ribulose phosphate. What was that? Ribulose phosphate. Most abundant chemical in the board, that is ribulose phosphate. Ribulose phosphate is 5 carbon component. Very important, guys. So many components will be there in this series of reactions. You have to concentrate on the component name and its number of carbons. Then perform is very easy. So RUBP is 5 carbon. Carbon dioxide is one carbon. In carbon dioxide, how many carbons are there? One. In RUBP, how many carbons are there? 5 carbons. For our better understanding, I am taking a ratio. In the conclusion, I will tell you why I taken that kind of ratio. 3 carbon components I am taking. Clear? You may ask me, sir, 1 carbon if I take, what will happen? Or 2 carbon, or 3, or 4, or 5. In the conclusion, you will come to know why I took 3. Actually, according to our NCERT textbook, 2 carbons were taken. Whatever, you can take 2 carbon, 1 carbon, 3, 4, 5, 6, no matter. But the rule is, whenever carbon dioxide comes, who is the carbon acceptor? Carbon dioxide acceptor in the plant is RUBP. How many RUBPs are required to accept 1 carbon dioxide is a very primary question. My answer is 1. The ratio of carbon dioxide and RUBP is 1:1. If I take 1 carbon dioxide, then 1 RUBP. If I take 2 carbon dioxide, I have to mention 2 RUBP. But I said very good logic to learn the concept easy is number 3. If I take 3 carbon dioxide, how many RUBPs are required? The ratio between acceptance of carbon dioxide by RUBP is 1:1. So that this is also 3 molecules of RUBP. RUBP is not 3 carbon component, 3 molecules. To avoid the confusion, I will tell you component first I will write molecule figure, component after in bracket I will write carbon number figure. So that here 3 is indicating number of RUBPs, 5 is indicating number of carbons in each RUBP. 1 RUBP is 5 carbon. Then 3 molecules of RUBP is involving here. So that how many carbons over there? 3 into 5. So 15 carbon component. If you take 2, 2 5s are 10 carbon. But in the concept, entire this concept, for our better understanding, I am taking 3 molecules. But if you take 1 molecule, total number of carbons are 5. If you take 6 molecules, 6 5s are 30. Here total carbons is matter. How many total carbons are involving in the reaction? 15 carbons. But how many molecules? 3 molecules. 3 molecules are involved to pick up how many carbon dioxide? 3 only. These 2 is very important. 1:1 ratio. Now, second step. This is the first step. First step is what? In mesophyll cells, RUBP accepts carbon dioxide. Ratio is 1:1. I hope you understand. Clear? Good. Now, second step. Once this carbon dioxide is accepted by RUBP, there was a product will be launched in the mesophyll cells. What is that product? That product name is PGA, phosphoglyceric acid. What is that? Phosphoglyceric acid will be formed. This is called PGA. Phosphoglyceric acid consists of phosphate. How many phosphates? 1 phosphate. Where is that? At 3rd carbon. That's why it is also called 3-PGA. It is also called 3-PGA. If it is 3-PGA structure, 3-PGA is a 3 carbon. 3-PGA is 3 carbon. If it is the first carbon, if it is the second carbon, if it is the 3rd carbon, phosphate molecule was there at 3rd carbon. Clear? What is the product name? PGA, phosphoglyceric acid. But how many molecules of PGA is formed? Just think. These 2 are fused and form this. These 2 are fused means how many carbons are fusing? 15 carbon component. 3 molecules. Each molecule is 5 carbons. So the 3 5s are 15 carbon molecule is accepting 3 carbon dioxide because of 1:1 ratio. 3 carbon dioxide has how many carbons? 1 carbon dioxide has 1 carbon. So 3 carbon dioxide has 3 carbons. So 15 plus 3. 15 carbon plus 3 carbon is equal to 18 carbon component will form. No confusions, right? 18 carbon components were formed. But what is the component name? 3-phosphoglyceric acid. 3-phosphoglyceric acid is 3 carbon. But total number of carbons are 18 carbon. So 18 by 3 is equal to 6. So that 6 molecules of 3-PGA was formed. No confusion. I repeat. RUBP, 1 molecule is 5 carbon. But 3 molecules we took. So 3 5s are 15. Clear? 3 molecules of RUBP is accepted 3 molecules of carbon dioxide. Why? Reason is 1:1. 1 RUBP is enough to accept 1 carbon dioxide. According to the concept, I took 3 carbon dioxide. So that here 3 carbon dioxide consists of 3 carbons. And 3 RUBP consists of 15 carbons. So 15 carbons plus 3 carbon together 18 carbon components. 18 carbon components were formed. But what is the component name? Phosphoglyceric acid. Generally phosphoglyceric acid is how many carbon component? 3 carbon component. Each PGA is 3 carbon component. How many PGAs are formed for 18 carbon? So you have 18 rupees. You are going to buy a pen. Each pen cost is 3 rupees. How many pens you can? So that 18 by 3, that is 6 pens you can buy. So that 6 molecules of PGA was there. If you have a doubt in that, personally you can ask me in this conversion. Now let me continue the topic. This is the first step. As first carbon component is 3rd carbon, this is also called C3 cycle. Dark reaction is also called carbon fixation because carbon is fixing, and dark reaction is also called C3 cycle because first formed stable component is 3 carbon. Don't think that is 18 carbon. Total all 6 molecules, each molecule is 3 carbon. 6 molecules into 3 carbon is equal to 18 carbon. But each molecule is 3 carbon component. No, that's why it is called C3 cycle. Clear? Now, second step. It is all these reactions are taking place in stroma. Listen carefully. Inside the stroma, all these reactions are occurring. Now, inside the stroma, ATPs were there, no? How does ATP synthesize? That is what the last class, chemiosmotic hypothesis. So, how many molecules are these? 6 molecules. Each molecule required 1 ATP. Then how many ATPs I have to demand? I have to maintain 6 ATPs. Comes and become 6 ADPs. Then it left 6 phosphate ions. Understand? 1 ATP becomes 1 ADP, means 1 phosphate left. ATP means triphosphate, ADP means diphosphate. Tri minus 1 is equal to di. 3 minus 1 is equal to 2. So 6 ATPs are leaving 6 phosphates and become 6 ADP. Why I took 6? Here molecules are 6. That's why. So for each PGA, actually 1 phosphate was there before. At this point, you have to play double conscious. Clear? Before this reaction, already 1 phosphate is there at 3rd carbon. How many molecules are there total? 6 are there. On all the 6 have 1 phosphate each at their 3rd carbon. Now again 6 phosphates are adding because of ATP converts into ADP. Where does this 6 phosphate will go? 1,1 phosphate will go and attach to first carbon of 1,1,3-PGA. Suppose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Instead of that, I took 6. Before that, this is 1, 2, 3 number. Just like for all the 6, number is same. At 3rd carbon, generally phosphate was there before reaction. This is what this. After this reaction, 6 ATPs left 6 phosphates and become 6 ADP, right? All these 6. In that, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 phosphates are there. First one comes here, second one comes here. So all 6 are attached to all the 6 3-PGAs at their first carbon. That's why this name is called 1,3-PGA has been formed. This is 3-PGA, means one phosphate is there at the third carbon, but this is 1,3-PGA, means it is diphosphoglycerate or glyceric acid. In diphosphoglycerate, how many phosphates are there? 2. Where is that? First carbon and at third carbon. Number of carbons total are 18 only. 6 into 3. All 6 molecules, their carbon numbers are 3. I hope you understand this. Simple. This phosphoglyceric acid gained phosphate for each PGA and become double phosphate construction. So that is 1,3-PGA. First carbon, third carbon, they have one phosphate, so that the PGA diphosphoglyceric acid. Why they gain phosphate? This is the question. Generally, it is acid. Acids cannot react. To continue the cycle, they have to react, so that they gain phosphates. While losing, they also lost their acidic property and gain aldehyde property. So aldehydes can react. I repeat, acids are gaining phosphates to become aldehydes. Why? When they gain, they can donate. Suppose if I have a 10 rupees, some beggar has come and asked, I don't have a change. If I give the 10 rupees, I will become a beggar, right? So if I have a 10 rupees, I have to develop that into 20 or 100. Then if I donate that 10, even though I have some money. That is how they have to gain phosphates to donate. Before that already they have phosphates. But now again they gain. How many phosphates are there here total? 6 molecules, 6 phosphates. But here 12 phosphates are there. So that half of the phosphates, even though they donate, they can have their own phosphate molecules. Clear? So that is the reason, if you understand here what is happening, they release 6 phosphate ions. How many phosphate ions are there in 1,3-PGA is my question. 12 phosphates are there. Each PGA consists of 2 phosphates. One is at the first carbon, another one is at the third carbon. Hence, all 6 together consist of 12 phosphates. In that 12 phosphates, 6 phosphates are released. While releasing, there was a oxidation takes place, that is removal of NADH2. NADPH2 in the stroma. In the stroma, along with the ATP, NADPH2s are also there now because of the light reaction. So, how many NADPH2s I have to take? 6. Why? Molecules are 6. So 6 NADPH2 become 6 NADP. Hydrolysis what? Removed. Dehydrogenation. So when it is removed, this PGA, phosphoglyceric acid, become phosphoglyceraldehyde. So that 3-phosphoglyceraldehyde. What is 3-PGAL? Phosphoglyceraldehyde. It is a little drama actually. When these two are fused, acid was formed. If the acid don't have ability to react, so that it has to replace its functional group. The functional group is here acid. Acid was lost and aldehyde was added. Remaining everything is same. So in respiration, in the Krebs cycle I told you, aldehydes become acids. But here acids become aldehydes. That is catabolic process. This is anabolic process. That is energy losing process. This is energy gaining process. So acids are becoming aldehydes. So phosphoglyceraldehyde was formed. Guys, you have to understand functional groups are only changed, not carbon number, not molecule number. Here how many molecules are there? 6 molecules. How many carbons are there? 18 carbons. Here how many molecules are there? 6 molecules only. How many carbons are there? 18 carbons only. Aldehyde is added, acid is removed. Clear? How many phosphates are there? 6 molecules. Each molecule has 1 phosphate, so that 6 phosphates are there. This is very simple. So 3-PGA consists of 6 molecules of 3-PGA. 6 molecules of 3-PGA consist of 6 phosphates and 18 carbons and 6 molecules. Whereas here 6 molecules, 6 phosphates and 18 carbons. All three are same. But here this is acid. But here this is aldehyde. That is the relation. Now this aldehyde is going to be turned into another phase. What is that? That is regeneration. First what happened? Carboxylation is happening. For this, from here to here. This is called carboxylation. Why it is called carboxylation? Carbon is added. That's why the first step is called carboxylation. Second thing, what happened? Reduction. This is what the step is called reduction. Step 2, reduction. These hydrogens are added. Okay, so that addition of hydrogens to the component is called reduction. While adding, acid groups are substituted by aldehyde groups. So that in the dark cycle or carbon fixation or C3 cycle, what is the first step? The first step is carboxylation. In carboxylation, what happened? Rubisco means nothing but RUBP. Okay, accepted carbon dioxide. For this, the very important enzyme is required, that is called Rubisco. RUBISCO. Rubisco full form is ribulose, bisphosphate, carboxylase and oxygenase. Means in the presence of carbon dioxide, it helps to add carbon. In the absence of carbon dioxide, in the presence of oxygen, it accepts oxygen. So it has a dual nature. Rubisco is enzyme. It has a dual nature. When in the plants, particularly in the mesophyll, carbon dioxide concentration is more, then it accepts carbon dioxide by RUBP and it initiates the dark cycle and helps in the photosynthesis, that synthesis of glucose. But in case carbon dioxide was not there in the atmosphere and plants are not sufficiently taking in, then this same enzyme helps to absorb oxygen. If they take oxygen, photorespiration takes place. The enzyme has a dual nature. Number 1, it can do photosynthesis. Number 2, it can do photorespiration. Photorespiration decreases photosynthesis rate. So that this enzyme can help the plant, can also kill the plant. Clear? Now, so whatever, by the help of Rubisco enzyme, RUBP accepts carbon dioxide and PGA is formed. PGA is a 3-carbon component. That is why it is called C3 cycle. Entire that step is called carboxylation. Got it? Next, PGA become PGAL by step of reduction. So that it is called reduction, second step. First step is carboxylation, second step is reduction. Next, what is the third step? So in the third step, listen carefully. This is 18 carbon component and 6 molecules. In the 6 molecules, 1 molecule is leaving out of the complex. Then how many molecules will remain? 5 molecules will remain. So 6 molecules is equal to 18 carbon, means 5 molecules is equal to how many carbons? 15 carbons. 6, these are 18. So 1 molecule gone, means 3 carbon gone. 18 minus 3, 15. Next, how many phosphates are there here? 6 molecules is equal to 6 phosphates. 5 molecules is equal to 5 phosphates. So from this structure, if 1 molecule comes out, then the chemical structure will change. This is also PGAL, but 5 molecules PGAL. Reason? From 6 molecule, 1 molecule comes out of the cycle That is triose. Triose. What is that? One molecule of PgAl. Here 6 molecules of PgAls are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are there here. 1 comes out, 5 moved into the reaction. But every molecule in the 6 component is PgAl. First PgAl, second, third, fourth, fifth and sixth. All 6 PgAls are there. In that, 1 is dropped out. I'll tell you why it is. Then other 5 are continuing the reaction. So 1 PgAl is 3 carbon. Means all 6 is equal to 18. In that 1 comes out, then 5 moved up. So it is 3 carbon molecule and it is 15 carbon molecule. Now this 15 carbon molecule becomes another 15 carbon molecule, that is ribulose bisphosphate. Ribulose bisphosphate. But here what is happening? 2 phosphate ions are coming out from this complex. It is most confusing thing. So listen carefully. Here how many carbons are there? 15. Here how many carbons are there? 15. But here how many phosphates are there? 5. But here how many phosphates are there? 3 phosphates. Why? This entire chemical lost 2 phosphates and changed into ribulose bisphosphate. Here one thing you have to understand, this is 5 3s are 15 carbon. This is how many molecules? 3 molecules. So 3 5s are 15 carbon compound. That is the only thing. So here 5 phosphates are there, 2 phosphates are lost, so the chemical component is changed. Now this ribulose bisphosphate becomes RUBP. How many molecules? 3. Here how many molecules? 3. But here 3 ATP becomes 3 ADP. That's why this 3 ribulose bisphosphate, in that 2 phosphates are there, one each from each 1 phosphate taken here. Here 3 ATPs are used. Before how many ATPs are used? 6 ATPs are used. In the same cycle, and the first reaction after formation of PGA, 6 ATPs are used. In the end, in the regeneration process, this step is called regeneration. Step 3, regeneration. Step 1, carboxylation. Step 2, reduction. Step 3, regeneration. What happens in the step 1 carboxylation? RUBP accepted carbon dioxide and form PGA. That's it. That is carboxylation process. What happened in the second step called reduction? PGA turns into PGAl. So in that, functional group is changed by reduction. That is called, what happened in the reduction? PGAl. Now PGAl regenerated into RUBP by this process. In this process, 3 carbon component comes out. But 6 minus 1, 5. Later, these 5 molecules become 3 molecules. The 3 molecule again replace the RUBP so that it will be continued until carbon dioxide is available. Your doubt is, what about this one? It comes out of that now. What about this one? It is 3 carbon component. It is 1 dark cycle. In 1 dark cycle, 3 carbon dioxide is involved. The same cycle if repeats, means another time 3 carbon dioxide comes, another time 3 RUBP is accepted, another time entire these equations are happened, nothing but second time carboxylation, second time reduction, second time regenerations are happened. Then another 3 carbon will come now. So 3 carbon plus 3 carbon is equal to 6 carbon. What is that 6 carbon? Glucose only. Glucose is 6 carbon component. So how many dark cycles are required to form glucose? 2 dark cycles. If you take carbon dioxide is 3 carbon molecule. Now understand? If you take 1 carbon, we have to rotate this 6 times. Why? While coming here, 1 carbon will come. Second time, second carbon. Third time, third. Fourth time, 4. Fifth time, 5. Sixth time, 6 carbons. So to form 6 carbons, if you take 1 carbon in the acceptance, we have to rotate this 6 times. If you take 2 carbon dioxide, we need 2 REBP. But to get 6 carbon glucose molecules, how many times the Dutch cycle should happen? 3 times should happen. So for 2, 1.5 will come. But 1.5 carbon is not possible. That's why I took 3. So 3 carbon if we take, entire cycle happens twice to form glucose molecule, because glucose molecule is 6 carbon component.